Hello there. I just wanted to show you these parts I got back from Laser. Now these are the ones I sent out about like 2 months ago. This is the anti-rotation part that fits around the bearing, then fits around the head. And let me put you up here. Yeah, this is an important part because this piece mounts to the bearing, and then this mounts to the head to keep it from rotating, because this is the only thing that locks the bearing in to keep the head from rotating back and forth. Now there's each half is a clamp. There's one for the bottom and one for the top. Now this piece, it gets knocked out. I didn't take it out. The that's what it looks like when it's all together. The other ones I 3D printed. But anyway, so he said he got these done, and he put them on a pallet, and he forgot about them. Like I said, the other ones were just 3D printed, but I'd have to make them out of metal. And these are 1/2 inch thick. And if you can see it, he really didn't do such a good job. I mean, there's the where the flame came over here, the laser light, it's only supposed to leave about 1/4 inch at the most of rough material. And if he's really good, you can get it down to 1/8 of an inch. But there's burrs all over this thing. And all the parts are like that. The one side is smooth, the side that's on top, and then the other side is not so smooth. But anyway, I got the parts back, and I'm going to have to sand them, and I'm going to have to recut these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this on a plate, and then I have to come in here with an end mill and just come in here and just skim these bores, skim this surface, and skim this one and come out. I don't have to do the outside. I can just, sand that. Then I got to drill a hole here so it clamps. That's what clamps these parts. Then I got to drill a hole here for the dowel pin on each one of these. But yeah, remember before, this piece here, this is that clamp part that houses supports the motor. And I had to make this piece because I didn't know when he was going to make those parts. I was expecting a couple weeks, but it, like I said, it turned into a couple months. So I ended up making this piece, and this is the piece that originally I had designed to get cut out. So then all I do is just drill those 2 holes there, and this is the clamp piece, and then tap those 2 holes there. But this piece is also, it's rough too. But I mean, there's no point in using this now because I already made one. But I'll save it. It'd probably be good for something. I don't know. And then this was surprising, is that these uprights I had here, this part clamps on the head, and then these uprights go into that channel that helps support it. And these are the parts that I had drawn up to give him the cut, and they were supposed to represent this part. So obviously there's a mistake there somewhere. The height is correct, but the width is way off. I mean, maybe I made this one wider than my original design, which was this one. Maybe I was thinking putting the 2 screws in closer together. But then when I made this, because I didn't have this, I decided to put them out further, the same length as this. But yeah, I thought this would have been a little bit wider. But it really didn't matter, because what's important here is if we put 2 screws here, and you put the screw at the top, the 3 screws is what supports the weight of the motor. It doesn't really matter how wide it is. You could theoretically just put 1 bolt on the bottom and 1 on the top, but then it would have I thought it would have a tendency to pivot, so that's why I didn't do that. So I wanted 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. But it would have worked, but I was a little happier with this one, which is a little wider, because it fills the width of this clamp part. Yeah, so now I gotta get a plate. I'm gonna have to mount this onto the plate, put some clamps on it, and just run this inside profile. I thought about clamping it and then doing this bore. Then I have to come over and obviously do the mirror image one. I could put them together and do it like that, but I thought, well, you know, there's a distance I got to hold between this bore, the center of this, and the center of this, and everything comes off this slot here is actually the center where everything comes off of the center of this slot. So the center of this slot to this one and the center of the slot to this one is how I pick everything up, because it's really hard to pick up the center of this because it's not a full circle. So I designed it so I could pick up the center here, and that way I know where all my locations are. But it's not a big rush, but it's something that I'm gonna have to do, because I really have to have this part made out of metal and not the one I printed. The one I printed was good, and it showed me that it worked, but this will be better. But anyway, I just wanted to show that to you, that I finally got these back. All right. Talk to you later. So I got these parts here, and rather than take that burr off, I just skim the top surface. So we're going to do the inside part right now. So I got it set up on this fixture, 3/8 end mill. We're just going to take a skim cut, maybe 5/1000ths or so on this surface, just to clean it up. We're going to squirt a little juice on it. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, we're going to do the top one. Well, this is one half. We still got the other half. So it's basically the same program, same moves. We'll get different diameters, but basically the same. So we're going to put a little juice on it.